there! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to recapitulate the movie Zombieland. Double Tap, the sequel to the zombie comedy movie Zombieland. Spoiler alert! A decade post-apocalypse, zombies have taken a different turn in their evolution. Some are downright foolish, like the one that mindlessly bit into a statue, getting its tongue stuck. These dim-witted zombies are easy to deal with, even for an older woman. However, where there are dumb zombies, there are also smart ones with an IQ of 250. No hiding in an iris scan chamber is foolproof. These intelligent zombies can use their victims' eyes to open doors. The most formidable type combines high intelligence with incredible speed. If you encounter one of these, running is futile, as survival is nearly impossible. Despite the post-apocalyptic world becoming accustomed to zombies, humans have developed countless methods to dispatch them. One person even transformed into Lady Liberty to fend off a zombie attack, leaving a lasting impression. In this grim world, everyone uses creative tactics against zombies. A sick man effortlessly turns a pursuing zombie into a meatloaf with a harvester. Another, more ruthless, uses a dummy to lure zombies and topples the Leaning Tower of Pisa onto 3 of them, proudly reveling in the act. Meanwhile, a group of 4 survivors, akin to gods, contemplates taking over the White House after a decade outdoors. They effortlessly handle zombies, secure the White House, and settle in. Within the group, tensions arise as Little Rock, now rebellious, wants to leave. However, her stepfather, Tallahassee, showers her with love, engaging in activities like basketball and giving Christmas gifts. If we talk about relationships, Columbus and Wichita face an awkward moment when Columbus proposes with a large diamond, only to be rejected due to Wichita's fear of marriage. The next day, the sisters leave, taking Tallahassee's Jeep, leaving the brothers complaining. Columbus, in his search through the mall, encounters another girl, but mistakes her for a zombie. After a nearly fatal misunderstanding, they establish a connection, much to Tallahassee's discomfort. Despite objections, Columbus brings Madison back to the White House, initiating a relationship that leaves Tallahassee, who had been single for 50 years, feeling uneasy and questioning the director's choices. Wichita, who had left earlier, comes back upon hearing about a break-in. She plans to make amends with her sister, Little Rock, and apologize to Columbus for leaving abruptly. However, Madison interrupts, adding tension to the situation. The next morning, the trio, along with Madison, sets out to find Little Rock in a beat-up van. Tallahassee expresses his dislike for the van and Madison's presence. They initially consider a clown car, but Columbus fears clowns, so they opt for an RV. When they open the RV door, the alarm attracts nearby zombies, prompting a swift response from the team. Columbus defends the roof, while Tallahassee and Wichita focus on eliminating the approaching walkers. They work together effectively, but the number of zombies is overwhelming. Wichita is changing magazines when a zombie pounces on her. Madison comes to Wichita's rescue with her water gun just in time. They think the danger is over, but a zombie suddenly emerges from under the car and grabs Madison's ankle. Columbus reacts quickly, taking a shot to save Madison after dealing with all the zombies. The group sets off again in the RV, but moments later, the RV is wrecked. Tallahassee reconsiders the clown car, but Columbus, who has a phobia of clowns, refuses to get in. They have no choice but to ride in the broken van again. However, as soon as they hit the road, Madison feels something is wrong. Has she just been bitten by a zombie? She rushes out of the car and starts vomiting. Madison is about to mutate, and Columbus has no choice but to kill her. 2 gunshots later, Columbus gets back in the car again. At night, they find Little Rock's car at the Elvis Presley Memorial, but it's empty. Tallahassee plays Elvis's piano, interrupted by Nevada aiming at him. Wichita and Columbus arrive. Nevada, realizing they are searching for someone, reveals that Little Rock and the long-haired man have left. Meanwhile, the long-haired man takes Little Rock to Babylon, a force-free safe zone. Tallahassee's group, heading to Babylon, finds their car wrecked. Angry, they confront low-version cosplayers of Columbus and Tallahassee. The 4 guys were getting along well, chatting happily when suddenly they heard a noise outside. Investigating, they discovered zombies on the Bigfoot, and these seemed smarter. Despite warnings, the two imposters had to face a real doomsday squad and ended up in a tough battle. Upon their return, they realized they had been bitten, and the mutation didn't take long. The imposters became powerful zombies, requiring significant effort to defeat. The group then decided to head to Babylon, and it seemed Tallahassee found true love. Nevada gave him a love ring, expressing her willingness to wait for his return. Tallahassee, a car enthusiast, couldn't part with the Bigfoot. However, he soon discovered he couldn't drive it and had to stick with the broken van. Unexpectedly, they encountered the clown car on the road, which turned out to be Madison. Despite her unpopularity, they learned she wasn't infected but had a nut allergy. Columbus couldn't bring himself to kill her and fired 2 shots into the sky instead. After a lengthy journey, the group finally reached legendary Babylon. Tired of the old van, Tallahassee threw a grenade before complying with the no-weapons rule in Babylon. To reunite with Little Rock, he compromised and successfully got inside. The rest of the group decided to stay, but Tallahassee, used to outdoor living, chose to leave on his own at the end of the night. Babylon's rules would only slow down his quick draw with a gun. As Tallahassee bid farewell and took a few steps away, his keen eyes caught sight of an ominous spectacle on the horizon. A massive swarm of walkers charging toward Babylon. Panic set in, as he realized the foolish survivors within Babylon had triggered fireworks, unwittingly inviting the undead hordes. Duty-bound to protect lives, Tallahassee had no option but to retrace his steps. With 2.5 years of honed driving skills, Tallahassee swiftly navigated the apocalyptic landscape, returning to Babylon in the nick of time. A somber urgency gripped him as he conveyed the gravity of the situation to the inhabitants. However, a shocking revelation awaited him. The very people he sought to save had dismantled all their weapons in a misguided attempt to celebrate amidst the chaos. Frustration mounted as Tallahassee grappled with the sheer imprudence before him. These survivors, accustomed to the monotony of their pre-apocalyptic lives, remained blissfully ignorant of the ruthless nature of the zombie threat. Left with no alternative, Tallahassee embarked on a crash course, teaching them the art of hand-to-hand combat and swiftly devising a desperate battle plan. Resourcefulness became their ally. A fire hose was ingeniously connected to oil drums, toothpicks serving as makeshift fuses. Wichita, quick-witted and determined, ignited the fuse, setting the fireworks ablaze on a makeshift turntable. The undead, drawn like moths to a flame, converged on the dazzling spectacle. The crowd evacuated, leaving the field as the impending doom unfolded. With clockwork precision, the fireworks attracted the attention of the zombies, and in a strategic move, the crowd ignited a pool of gasoline. Swiftly retreating to safety, they watched as the undead horde succumbed to the inferno. The explosive climax saw the oil drums erupt, engulfing the encroaching zombies in a fiery maelstrom. Against all odds, the impromptu battle plan unfolded with flawless success, turning the tide and safeguarding the fragile enclave of Babylon. But they miscalculated the number of walkers, and more zombies flooded in. Several people found themselves surrounded without weapons, facing certain death. Faced with the grim situation, they gave up the fight. Just in time, Nevada arrived driving the Bigfoot car. She swiftly plowed through the zombie horde, allowing the group to hop onto the large bike. Nevada skillfully navigated through the crowd of zombies, performing daring maneuvers. After a dizzying 10,000 spins, she accelerated towards an opening and executed her ultimate kill shot. Amidst the continuous cheers, Nevada became somewhat lost in the moment and, eventually, managed to flip the Bigfoot car. As they emerged from the overturned vehicle, walkers closed in on them. Fortunately, help arrived from above, allowing them to enter the building and lure the walkers to the roof. The final step of the plan involved creating a human barrier on both sides. Tallahassee sprinted at full speed, making a last-minute leap. The zombies failed to stop the car and plunged off the tall building. However, the last 2 zombies grabbed Tallahassee's thighs, threatening to drag him down. In the nick of time, a gunshot rang out, courtesy of Little Rock, who used the pistol Tallahassee had given him for Christmas. Tallahassee narrowly escaped death, thanks to the collaborative efforts of the group. At the end of the movie, Wichita accepts Columbus's marriage proposal, and Tallahassee also discovers his true love. They have been leading a content and quiet life ever since. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, keep watching amazing movies.